Good afternoon, everyone. How are you? For today's assembly program, we'll be talking about digital defense. Have you seen these posters at your lift lobby or bus stop before? Let's say for the first one, scam alert. Don't be scammed. How about this? This man says, I really love you. Send some money to help me. Is this part of his internet love scam? How about this? This lady says, all I sell to you are lies. The device that she sells, do they really exist? Hmm, too good to be true, right? New tablet at only $50 and buy now to enjoy free delivery? Is this part of her online purchase scam? How about this man? He says that you have broken the law, pay up, or I will charge you. Is he a real policeman or a man who impersonates as a police officer? Because police officer don't ask for money, right? Wow, this looks frightening. I have your son. Transfer the ransom and you will have him back. Is this part of his kidnap scam? I'm sure some of us will receive news like this in our WhatsApp group or our Instagram, Twitter. Let's look at the first one on the left hand side. City News says that Singapore records 6 more coronavirus cases, total of 16 now. This was posted on 30th of January last year. So, is this new or is this something that we can trust upon? How about the news on the right hand side? Mr. Lam Pin Min says, we ran out of masks because of irresponsible use. This one quoted by Straits Times Review. Is this true? Or is this a make-up story? Because I never come across a news stating that we have run out of masks before. Right, how about this? There's a logo of CNA here, Channel News Asia, and it says that all schools, including polytechnics, universities in Singapore, to close Monday onwards due to coronavirus outbreak. And this news came out on 10 February. If you can recall, our circuit breaker only starts in April. And on 10 of February, we still have, the school still function as per normal, right? So this is not true. It's fake news. Oh no, more worrying cases. SingHealth patients' data stolen. So what was stolen? Name, NRIC number, address, gender, race, date of birth of 1.5 million patients were stolen. And more. HSA or Health Science Authority says that personal information of more than 800,000 blood donors exposed online. Who did this? Hackers? So kids, we have learned that total defense consists of 5 pillars. But due to our digital era right now, the government has stepped up and come up with another pillar. And you know what? It's digital defense. So right now we have 6 pillars in our total defense. With the new one here, which is a digital defense. Right, to give us an overview of what this digital defense is all about, let's watch this video.
We live in a digital world. where technology shapes the way we live, work, and play. Yet, in all its greatness lies its ability to disrupt. And a cyber attack can affect anyone. When you share something personal, ever wonder who else sees it? When you protect your phone and computer, are they truly secure? And when you forward the latest news, are you sure it's true? While we enjoy the wonders of technology, we also need to build a strong digital defense. Because when we protect ourselves, we protect our loved ones too.
So kids, do you now understand the importance of digital defense? We have to be secure, alert, and responsible online. It is a whole of nation effort to protect and defend ourselves and our nation online. It requires people who live in Singapore to practice good cyber security habits, guard against fake news and disinformation, and consider the impact of our actions on the community. So, why is digital defense important? Because it emphasizes the importance of being able to respond to cyber attacks and guard against threats perpetrated in the digital domain, such as fake news and deliberate online falsehoods. In digital defense, every individual is the first line of defense against threats from the digital domain. Let's move on with our sharing. I will now pass on the mic to Mr. Gabriel Shu. Mr. Gabriel Shu, please.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Fazlon, for sharing with us about what is digital defense and why is digital defense important for us. Okay, so I have something to share with you guys. So let me show you. So my father has forwarded the family, so this is the family group chat, about this Chinese doctor, this famous Chinese doctor who has discovered something exciting. So this Chinese doctor has said that tea has chemicals that is able to kill the coronavirus, and after drinking a cup of tea you will be cured of the coronavirus. And he's saying that hospitals in China, they're giving tea to their patients. And my father even went on to say, let's start drinking tea 3 times a day, smiley face. And he's going to make the whole family drink tea. So what do you all think? Do you think tea is a cure for coronavirus? I want you to discuss with your friends. I want you to share with each other. If you think it is true, why is it true? If you think it is not true, why is it not true? What could be fishy about this message that my father received? Okay, your time starts now. Okay, your time is up. So what do you think? Is the message that my father sent true? Or do you think that it is not true? How do we know? Don't worry, I'll teach you 4 steps that you can use to help you know whether a message is true or whether a message is not true. So here is the first step.
Have you ever fallen victim to online falsehoods or even shared them on social media and online messaging platforms? This is potentially harmful as it could misinform and cause unnecessary confusion among the public. To stay vigilant against the spread of false information, here are 4 steps to be sure. Step 1. Check the source of the information that you receive and make sure that it is credible and reliable. For example, if you receive a message regarding food and health, check if there is a website link provided. It may be harder to verify its credibility if no clear source is given. Similarly, on social media platforms, check the post's origin and see if it is an authentic web source. Some fake news originate from dubious web sources that imitate official websites by adding in an extension to the web address. For example, a fake post about a food and health scare may imitate the website address of an official health organization in order to trick readers.
Okay, after watching the video, one of the things they ask us is to check the source. So looking at this message, where's the source? Where is this from? So I can see that it says breaking news from CNN, and CNN is a famous news company in America. But is this really from CNN? Or is it maybe made up by someone? What do you think? We can't be sure. So let's go on to the next step.
Step 2. Understand the information that you read online. With social media and messaging apps, people can express and share their opinions on various matters, exposing us to a lot of information and perspectives which may mislead us. Therefore, it is important to understand the difference between factual information and opinions in the posts we receive, as well as respecting everyone's views. Some fake news are vague in their details and lack factual information. They may not provide any time or date, nor links to other official sources to confirm the information. They may also use photos or videos from other incidents to trick us. If you receive messages or posts with these characteristics, treat them with suspicion.
Okay, so the video taught us about step 2, which is to understand the message. So this is about tea having 3 chemicals that can kill the coronavirus. So is there any proof of this? This is very, very wonderful, right? So the whole world, every doctor, every news outlet, even the Singapore government should be having this news, right? And then wouldn't this news be advertised or be shown in Singapore? Why is this news only shown through my father's WhatsApp? I wonder why. What do you think? Do you think this is really so wonderful? If you're not too sure, never mind. There are still 2 more steps to help us identify whether it's a true or whether it's a false message. Let's look at step 3.
Step 3. Research using credible sources to find out the authenticity of an article or message you received. Dig deeper and go beyond the initial source. A simple step is to do a quick search of any suspicious article or message you receive. If there is no evidence or lack of news coverage to confirm the information, it is best to treat it with suspicion. That is why we should investigate thoroughly before making a conclusion. It is best to find at least 2 or more sources to confirm if the information is real. However, keep in mind that some online falsehoods may take some time to be debunked.
Okay, from watching the video, they told us that step 3 is doing research. So how do we do research? Very simple, just ask Google. So I actually typed, can tea kill coronavirus in Google? And this is what Google is telling me. Okay, so firstly they are saying, okay, drinking tea is not a cure for COVID-19. Okay, they are saying, and even over here, many news sources, they are saying that this is not true. There are all kinds of advice or informations circulating, and there's actually no evidence, there's no proof that tea can cure COVID-19, the coronavirus. So it looks like our research is telling us no. What's the final step? What is step 4?
Step 4. Evaluate the information you receive from different angles. Find the balance and exercise fair judgment. Before you choose to share or forward information, exercise fair judgment and consider if the headline or media may be manipulated. Some online falsehoods are created by using photographs or videos with misleading headlines. They can be used to incite negative reactions from the online community. Therefore, it is important to evaluate any information you receive, as they may not reflect the actual incident. Anyone can fall victim to online falsehoods.
Okay, so our 4th step is to evaluate. Evaluate means to think back from step 1, step 2, and step 3. Based on these 3 steps, what do you think? Whether it is true or whether it is false? So step 1, it was about the source. And the source, they say, is from CNN. Is there any proof? Is there any evidence that it's from CNN? There's no evidence. Step 2 is about understanding the whole message. And the whole message is saying that these 3 chemicals in tea is going to cure you of the coronavirus. Is it true? If it's so true and it's so wonderful, wouldn't Straits Times in Singapore, the Singapore newspaper, already have this news? Can it be so true? And number 3 is the research that we did on Google. What did Google tell us? Google told us that it is not true. The tea cannot cure the coronavirus. So based on all these 3 steps, we can safely say that this message from my father, it is false. It is fake news. So I'm going to show you, these are the 4 steps. Step 1, the source. Step 2, understand. Step 3, do your research. And step 4, based on your earlier 3 steps, what do you think? Think logically. In this way, you will be able to identify real news and fake news. So I'm going to summarize all this in the next video. Stay tuned.
But you don't have to be the one. By being sure, you will be able to discern information better and help people around you too. So always remember to check your information. Be sure before you share.
Okay, I've received a new message from my father. Here, have a look. Okay, I know it's very small, so I'm going to enlarge it for you. So this is the message that I received from my father. It says, everyone, be alert. Wash your hands with water before cooking if you have applied hand sanitizer. As hand sanitizer consists of alcohol, it can catch fire to your whole body and hands. This has happened to one of our close family friends and he got severely burnt. Got this message from a dear friend. Please be careful. My father was very worried when he received this message. He forwarded this to the family group chat. So what do you think? Is this really true? After all, it makes sense, right? Hand sanitizer does have alcohol, and alcohol is flammable. So how do I know whether this is true or this is fake news? So here's what's going to happen. Okay. So as a class, we're going to discuss. you're going to use the 4 steps that I taught you to help you decide whether this is fake news or whether this is real news. If you need to search and do some research, I'm sure your form teachers will be happy to help you do a Google search on Google. So your 3 minutes starts now. And the answer is fake news. So if you have followed the 4 steps that I taught you, you would know that this message is actually fake news. So if you're worried that you can't remember the 4 steps that Mr. Shi taught you, don't worry. Okay, Mr. Shi has given your form teachers this poster, and your form teachers will be putting up this poster in your classroom. So let's have a closer look. So these are the 4 steps that will help remind you of how do you know whether a news that you receive is fake or whether it is real. Okay, so don't worry. And as always, remember, you have your part to play for digital defense. Thank you.